Good morning. Good morning. I am super amped up, right? For no reason. Just the fact that I'm here, I'm alive. I don't know what this thing is doing. I'm alive this morning, so I'm feeling good. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, Corinne. Good morning, Julie. Good morning, Jasmine. My ponytail thing is not that tight, so I keep twisting it into a little bun and it keeps popping out. That's okay. We're going to work with it, right? We are going to work with it. How was everybody's weekend? My weekend was really good, really good. I had we went camping, and let me tell y'all, I didn't get bit up by the bugs when we were out there camping, right? I got bit up yesterday when I went outside to work in my garden. The bugs ate my arms up. Oh, are my elbows ashy? Oh no, they're not. They looked ashy for a second, right? Um, yeah, they bit me up outside. Good morning, Kelly. Good morning, good morning, good morning, Betty Rose. Good morning. So how was your weekend? What did you do? Good morning, Patricia. What did you do this weekend? I want to let you guys know. Oh, my stuff is popping in the garden. My cucumbers is growing up my cage. It's looking good out there. So hopefully we have an amazing season. Good morning, Yvonne. Good morning, Sean. Sean, your package came back to me. So please just DM me one more time your address, and I'm going to double check what I have because it came back to me. So I want to get it out to you so you can have it in time for the body spray class. I would like to try camping. You know what I was thinking? Because Kalita was saying something where she was like, oh, you went camping? I would like to try. I was like, oh my gosh, maybe we should do a camping trip. Like we all just meet and just go camping. That would be nice. So nice. Let's see. Bacon with charisma. All right, you changed your name. Good morning, TC. Good morning. Lots of production on Saturday. I seen that and went boating on Sunday. And congratulations on you guys' boat license. We can't go out on the lake without the license either. So my son has his. He has a boat. He one of our neighbors gave him a boat. So he likes to go fishing and stuff. Yes, nice. So I know at least if something should happen, I could garden. My son knows how to fish. If something should happen. The other one, he's very special. He I guess he's definitely the head of weapons and all of that other stuff. That's what he is definitely that. Because he's always zombie apocalypsing everything. So that's Shamar. He's ready. He's ready. All right. So what did your weekend look like? So we got camp. Oh no, we got riding on the boat. I know Nene made body butter. I know. Ooh, let's see. Julie, what did you do this weekend? Usually I see you with the kids doing stuff. I didn't see you doing anything this weekend. I know not Yasmin. Jamila, she did the sisters expo in Philly. I know she did that. Let's see what you guys are doing. Corinne, what did you do this weekend? That's amazing because boats are expensive. Yeah, it's a paddle boat. It's not like one of those, we can't take motorized vehicles out on the lake that's in this community. But yeah, it's a paddle boat. And they love it. They go out to the middle of the lake and they just sit out there with their little fishing rods. They love it. Oh, you had a small pop. Oh, wait a minute. Did you do Danielle's pop up this weekend? Julie? I didn't do anything. I have an event this Saturday, so I'll be busy this week. Awesome. But you did do a lot of content and I'm loving your content and I'm loving the way you're rolling it out. It looks really good, Jasmine. It was slow. Was that I think my elbows maybe a little ashy. They feel dry. Oh, okay. We're looking to get a small boat, but she's there pricey. That wait until after the season. And then when everything is going on clearance and they're trying to get rid of everything, buy it then. Buy it then. And then if y'all don't have like if because you guys are in a warmer climate, y'all don't have it's not as cold as ours up here. But if you need to come to Pennsylvania because they're gonna definitely cycle it out because they're gonna cycle it out for the winter stuff. The places that are more, warm, they probably keep it like inventory for the whole time. But definitely up here, it's definitely gonna move quick. It's gonna go. That, the grills, the canopies, those things, all of those things. Um, they're gonna go. Let me see. We're looking to get a small boat. Yes. I love your merch. Did you ever met? Yes, I did. It's you can on my YouTube, I have it. I also have the campus store on Bubble Babes University right there at the top. You can go to the campus store and you can purchase a mug or a t-shirt or a hoodie. And we have a variety of mugs in different colors. Oh, because the dates to change. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Finishing up making inventory. Nice. I continued doing my research and spoke with a credible person for resources, which went well. That's awesome, Corinne. So I have more research and getting ready for a big meeting in 2 weeks. Amazing. That's awesome. They showed up on the original date. Oh, wow. We launched this Sunday. Okay. All right. You guys know when you walk in the room, like the comment. Like the comment. I don't know why I clicked that. Sorry. Thank you. I feel like I was slacking on it. No, it was good. It's really good. I like the background. I like the recap of the videos. So that was different. Smart, like buying a car this season. Exactly. Exactly. Just wait. Just wait on it. I had so much fun this weekend. I went to a vegan night market and it was really good. Oh, that's nice. Yep, yep, yep. They sure do. It's like a whole house. It's like a whole house. Can you add a tumbler for the coffee? You know what? I was gonna do the tumblers, but the tumblers they were pricey. So maybe I'll have Nikkie make the tumblers because then it won't be so pricey. They would have been like $40 a cup. And I'm like, I'm not telling people to pay $40 for a cup. That's crazy. So I'll either look into it and see, or I'll have Nikkie make it because in that way it'll be better, right? So I'll do it like that. Good morning, Tanya. We're just catching up on everybody's activities this weekend. My glasses seem like they have like I just cleaned them. But it could be the light. It could be the light. Everybody make sure that you are liking the video, this live. I also remember to record. Now I have to edit videos. Awesome. 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 Yes. And that means you have content for this week, Betty Rose. That's nice. Nice, nice, nice. All right. So my coffee is not kicking in yet. Let me get another sip. Good morning, Stasia. Good morning. All right. So today's live is going to be, I was thinking, right? I was getting ready. I was planning and doing stuff like that. I was taking classes and I was like, you know what? Something just came to me. And usually, I'm always asking for a sign or, I'm praying for a sign. I'm praying for, something I just know it just immediately, right off the bat. I don't want to think about it. I don't want to have to try to, decipher what it means. I just want to know, you know what I mean? Like I want my sign to be clear as day, right? So I was thinking, I was like, people always say, what if it doesn't work? And I know I have a friend who used to say, I'm all this stuff is good, but it can't be good for too long. I'm just waiting for the bad news. So like how many of us are preparing for bad news, negative feedback, or something to not be as successful as it was before, or feeling like you are not going to be, you're not going to be successful at, like that was your moment, and you don't know if you ever going to hit that high again. How many of you guys in this room feel like that? You can put a 1 in the chat, you can put a 2 if you never feel that way. But if you have that feeling whenever you're about to do something, or whenever something is about to, you're about to launch something, you're about to go somewhere, you're about to do something, you just have this negative feeling that pops up right in your head, like, what if this doesn't work? Good morning, Khalida. Good morning. Uh-oh, DC said, that's me. I need my sign straight up in my face. Yep. I'm like, God, I need it to be like bold letters. Do this now. That's what I need my sign to be. I don't want to think about it. I don't want to have to be like, oh, this could mean. I don't want it to be that deep. I want it to be right there. I want it to be right there. That doubt. Yes. Let me tell you something. I really and really working on not waiting for the other shoe to drop. Right. One's in the room. Sometimes been working on my mindset. Right. Now I want to say that's a thought, that's something that we're always thinking. You know why we're always thinking that? Because the human mind is thinking we think more negative than we do positive. We always think about, even when we're thinking what happens if it doesn't work, and we think that we're thinking positive, or like, what if this is not as successful, which is also a negative thing. We think that we're not thinking as negative because we're not blatantly saying it, but the feeling is there, the feeling is behind that, right? So when you saying, oh, I don't know if my launch is going to be as successful as my other one, or maybe I don't know if my launch is going to be successful, or things like that, that's already a negative tone, right? You already got that negative tone flowing through you. And my point today is not going to be like, well, don't think negative. That's not going to be my point. My point is that we as humans think 80% negative, period, throughout the day. That's all we're thinking. Everything is a what if it doesn't, or fear, or those kind of things are in our head most of the day. So it's a lot of reprogramming and changing your mindset, so that you can, as soon as you feel it, or because things trigger you throughout the day. And I noticed that, like if I come in the kitchen and there's dishes in the sink, like I could wake up and I could meditate and everything, be in a good mood. As soon as I get to the sink and there's dishes in the sink, it starts a negative train of thoughts. Not only do I got to clean out these dishes before I could do anything, I got to do this, I got to straighten up, it's a whole train of negative thoughts that is going through my mind with commentary, right? So I have, why didn't somebody clean these dishes? I don't understand why people don't wash their dishes as soon as they put it in the sink. And I have a whole conversation with my son. I have a whole conversation with Sean. All of this is going on in my head. They never hear it, but it's coming out, and it's all negative because I'm pissed off that they left dishes in the sink. Or you know what I'm saying? Like, that is where our mind immediately goes, and we create a whole situation in there, and it just keeps on snowballing and snowballing and snowballing and snowballing. And so that is why, I thought about it, and I was like, everybody, when they're launching things, everybody is a little fearful, right? And we have a little fear, we have a little doubt. We don't know if it's going to be as successful. What if nobody buys it? What if nobody likes it? What if they talk about me? What if they do this? And it's a whole bunch of what ifs, right? And the what ifs are never positive, right? So if we're saying, what if it doesn't work? What if we flip that, right? And what if we saying, what if it does work? So instead of operating from what if it doesn't work, what if we're operating from what if it does work, right? Because now we have to change our thoughts. So now we have to change the way we process and things, because if it does work, now we got to figure out ways to make it work. We got to come up with solutions. We got to come up with a plan. We got to come up with action. We got to come up with things that if it does work, right? As opposed to the doubt, saying, what if it doesn't work? What if nobody likes it? What if they don't buy? What if they don't do this? What if they don't visit my website? How, you know what I'm saying? Like all those negative things keep piling up, and it's just going to create more. So now what if we change the way we frame that, we phrase that question and say, what if it does? So now if we're looking at it when we're planning out anything, what if it does work? And while I was writing this, my whole mindset kind of shifted. My whole mindset kind of was like, you know what? I never even, me personally, never even thought about I should maybe change the way I ask that question, because we'll go on with this whole launch and we know there's a whole bunch of things that we did not do, and we'll overlook it, we'll overstep it, we'll do all of that, and we will not pay attention to the things that is going to help us be successful, because we're so wrapped up and it has to happen, because what if it doesn't work? And you know what I'm saying? Like we're all wrapped up in the wrong things, that we're not paying attention to the right things, and they could be tiny little things that we're just overlooking. And the reason why I can speak about it, because I know how I'm coming from a place of doing the same thing. Right. So I know what the thought process is. I know, when you're not doing enough and you're expecting the most. I know, and then being let down because you are expecting, you're expecting the most. Of course you're expecting the most, right? Because you're like, I got to make this happen. Maybe I need this money. Maybe I need these products to be out. Maybe I need this off the shelf. I need to, you know what I'm saying? Like you're trying to make ends meet. You're trying to do all these things. I want to quit my job. You have all these things wrapped up into this has to work, but yet there is no planning, there's no commitment, there's no consistency, there's no, you need to post more, you need to go live, but you'll let yourself feel, oh, I don't like being on social media. Guess what? Your launch is going to fail. Your launch is automatically going to fail, because these are pieces, these are little things that you need to do in order for you to get out there. These are things that you need to do in order for people to recognize your brand, for you get your star out there, your star to rise. For, you know what I'm saying? Like these are all things that you need to do to get out of your own way, period. Right? So instead of saying, what if it doesn't work? Now let's change that to, what if it does work? And now we're working backwards. Remember, Patricia has said that before, when you want to see how much you want to make. So let's say you want to make $100,000 for the year, or however, whatever that number looks like to you, whatever you want to make that for the year, you're going to divide that by the 12. So you see what you need to do by the month, and you're going to do it by the month, and then you're going to do it by the day, and see how much you need to make per day, right? And then how are you going to make that per day? So you got to work backwards, right? So I need to sell X amount of products in order to do this. I need to do X amount of shows in order for me to make this. I need to be in front of X amount of people in order for this to happen. I need to do this in order for this to happen. So in order for these things, your ducks to be in a row, you kind of start at the end and you move in your way back, so that you're kind of answering the questions, and anything that may arise in the future, you're answering it so that you can be prepared for when it does happen, right? So you already know you're not going to be shocked if you make the amount you said you wanted to make, if you put in place those things that you need to put in place. You done broke it down. You broke what you need to do. You broke down how much you want to make. You broke down what you need, how much you need to sell, what you need to sell, how you need to upsell. You done broke that all down. So now you won't be surprised if you make it. You may be surprised if you doubled it. You may be surprised if you made more, even if you made $5 more, you're going to be, you're going to have a different feeling, right? But you did the work that was required in order for you to do it, because you worked backwards. You see what you need. I know I need to make $300 a day. This is what I'm going to do to make $300 a day. I need to bring in new people, because the same people are not going to keep on buying from me. I can't keep throwing out sales because the same people already bought this stuff. I need to bring in new people. How am I bringing in new people? What am I doing? What do I need to do? So you're going to be working with a different kind of hustle, right? You're going to be working with a different kind of urgency, because you know that these are the things that you need to do, and you need to do them every single day in order for it to even manifest, right? And that's not just doing it in your head manifesting, it's you doing the actual work and executing and making these things happen for yourself, right? So you have to make sure that you are paying attention to the steps that need to be done, because overlooking these things are going to snowball. And yes, if you do it at one time, two times, three times, now it's going to become a habit. So now every time you try to launch, you're going to have the same results. Why? Because you're doing the same things. Even if you switch one or two things, you may not get those same exact results. You may get something better, you may get something worse, but you're still not doing what you need to do. And I noticed that a lot of people they want a lot of things, and I'm not excluded, right? You want a lot of things, but you don't want to do the work. Why? Because you don't feel like it, because maybe you could do it later, maybe you'll just pile it on later, and that's not how it works, right? So let's start thinking, what if it does work? And I wrote my notes down just so I could, make sure I say everything and stay on track. And also I put in the Honor Society. I was putting it on the Facebook group, but I wasn't able to put the file up. I don't know why, but I put the romancing your customers, the whole outline. I put that in the Honor Society. So if you want to go over there, download it and print it out so that you can, pay your review it, go over it and see what's going on, then it's there. So I just wanted to let you guys know that. And I think now that I know how I'm writing and planning and things like that, I'm going to just take the notes and I'm going to put it over into either Honor Society, or once I figure out how to put it up on Facebook, put the file up there, and then you guys can go back to it, and then you don't have to watch the entire video. You can just kind of like get the quick notes, because in the middle of me making my points, I am going off on a tangent, or I'm reading comments and things like that. So if you don't have time for it, or maybe you just want to read it on it, you take public transportation, you take the train, you carpool or whatever, you want to just read it and take notes, or you can read it on your phone, you know what I'm saying? But you can do highlights, you can put updates and things like that. So totally up to you. Totally up to you. But that's how I'm going to do it from here on out. Let me see what you guys are saying up in these comments. All right. So I just prayed for a sign last night, and I asked God to please make it clear. Okay. Yes, yes, yes. Why are we like this? I know. We are crazy animals. I just pushed this live free caramel workshop as a test, and the registration sold out. Now my stomach hurt. You can't ask for things and then you get it. We got to accept it and be ready. You are so beyond worthy of all of that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you really you really figured out some things, and people need what you got. So I think that is amazing, DC. Yes, 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 yes. Julie said, yep, that's me. Julie said, yep. Yolanda says, that's me. Tell me about it. This is so true. Mommy problems. This is how I be with my kids. When you want something to go well without a hitch, in reality, that's not always the case, right? You have to be positive and speak it into existence. Speak for now. Yes, yes, yes. Positive thinking, positive outcome. Garbage in, garbage out. So if you are filling yourself with garbage and your garbage is yourself, just saying. Yep, I just cut one of my boyfriend's dress off thinking like that. Don't be running. Don't be running sink water for me. You wash them. That's right. That's right. That's right. Get these dishes up out. You know I need to work in the kitchen. Why would you leave it? Who is coming to get these dishes? Nobody's coming to wash these things. Nobody. Yep, work backwards is very valuable. Yes, yes, yes. True. But don't get discouraged if you don't meet that daily. Sometimes that's something I'm working on. Yes, facts. I sat and wrote it out into my own words. Yes. Good morning. Okay, good, good, good. You better check yourself. Right, right, right. Sometimes things are not going to work out. But if they don't work out, that's a perfect opportunity for you to say, what do I need to do that's different? Because now, if that means that things are changing, right? Something's going to be unexpected. Now you got to figure out, don't get depressed because you're going to get depressed and stagnant. Don't get depressed about it. Just figure out, okay, this didn't work. What do I need to do? Maybe I need to be in front of more people. Maybe I need to post more. Maybe I need to do some ads. Maybe I'm not in front of the right people. Maybe I need to get in front of more people. How can I get in front of more people? Who can I collaborate? Who can I collab with? Who can I get with? Who can I get free advertisement from? Who's doing blogs? Who's doing blogs? Who would want to do something about what I have? Maybe I should just be, like once you start figuring out a solution and you're working in that direction, believe me, it's an alignment. It comes to you. Things just start working together for your good. And that's not even just BS that I'm blowing smoke up your butt. That's facts. If you're working towards a solution, believe me, the solutions are going to start working out for you. As soon as you think about problems, more problems and more problems and more problems are going to keep on forming, because now it's like, well, what if I don't have the money to get this? What if I don't have the supplies? What if I don't have this? What if I don't have that? Sometimes you could get a big opportunity and you will talk yourself up out of that opportunity because you're like, what if? You're what ifing yourself to death. You know what I'm saying? What if I don't get this? What if I don't get the supplies? But what if you do get the supplies? Well, what if I can't make all of these products? What if I can't fulfill this order? What if I can't? But what if you can? But what if you can? What if you can get the supplies? What if you do make it? What if they do love it? What's the outcome? They come back, they purchase more, they love it, they become advocates for you, they talk about it. What if they do? What if you can? Right? Make things happen instead of thinking of ways why it's not gonna work. Right? Let's see. Yes, I'm somewhat working backwards, but it is working for me. It is working for me creating the full layout. I can put the pieces together. I can put the pieces into the right place when they are laid out. Yep. So the first thing is your mindset, right? Stop thinking, what if it doesn't work? Now your mindset is switched, right? What if it does work? So now if we're thinking, what if it does work? What do we need to do? So let's say we're launching. So your launch is working. Now what do we need to do? Where do we go from there? Your launch is working. Your products are selling out. You're doing amazing. Everybody is talking about it. Now, what do you need to do? What are those next steps you need to do? Good morning, Yazzie Faye. Good morning. What are those next things you need to do? If everything is going for you according to plan, everything is working out, you're selling out, you're even surprised you're selling out faster than you even thought, right? Like let's use DC. You selling out faster than you even thought. Now what? Now what? Now what do you need to do? Good morning, Linda. What do you need to do? Now you need to look at this. You need to look at this success, right? You need to know. You need to document it, right? You need to document it. You need to know what works, what doesn't work. What did you do that you've noticed that you had a surge in orders or customers or followers? What did you do? What did you do different than you did previous times, right? You need to start recording these things. You need to start knowing what you did, because now you'll be able to replicate this in the future. But you may have to tweak it a little bit, but you can still be open. But what are those things? What are those things that you can do? Yes, I was the what if woman, and it was positive and negative, and the negative always won. Right. Gotta just believe and keep going. Yes. You have to. So you need to know, how can you achieve it, right? So that's writing these things down. Writing these things down, seeing what works, seeing what doesn't work. You seen, okay, I launched it and I noticed that people didn't like A, B, and C. So maybe I won't do A, B, and C. Let me do more of D, E, F. And let's see how far I can go with that. Maybe I could double, triple, quadruple my sales. Maybe I could, you know what I'm saying? Let's see what did work. Let me put everything on it and let's see how that works out for me. Right? Oh, Nikki is dropping gems today. You know it. You know it. So you want to make sure you're paying attention to that, right? You want to pay attention to when If you went viral, what was it about your video that went viral? If you sold a lot, what was it about that? If your reels got popular, what was it about that reel that got popular? You don't know, but just make something similar to it and see if you get that same kind of energy. Maybe it was the time of the day that you posted. Maybe it was the hashtags that you used. Maybe it was a collaboration you did with somebody. If that was the case, then do more of that. Right? Good morning, Sherelle. Good morning. We miss you. Good morning. Record what is working. All right. And so now this is like the whole, I don't even want to say game plan because then I would be taking somebody else's thing. But this is the whole like plan. Let's say plan. uh, um, all right. So what you need to do, I know that a lot of us, and I speak for myself, are not thoroughly, I'm saying thoroughly planning our collection, thoroughly planning our launch, thoroughly planning out the whole season, or the season, the launch, the products. We're not thoroughly planning out that whole thing, right? And by us not planning out, laying it all out, we're missing some steps, right? We're missing steps because we're not planning. We're just kind of like going with the flow. I know plenty of times I'm going with the flow and I'll make up an excuse. Well, that's just the way I work. Well, that way I can't measure that. I can't measure that. And like I said, I can speak for myself because I'm the expert on me. You know what I'm saying? I'm the expert on me. I know exactly what I do and don't do. You know what I'm saying? I know exactly where I need help and improvement. I know that for myself, right? Because I'm the expert. I love Shopify analytics for analyzing the data and what's not working. Amazing. Yes. I gotta really figure out this whole Shopify situation so I could utilize that. Thoroughly plan. Okay, so that means everything. What do you need to do? What do you need to purchase? What do you need to roll out? What is your social media rollout going to be? Are you using ads? Are you marketing? Are you sending things out to influencers? Are people going to promote it? What are you doing? What does your plan look like? Right? What does your plan look like? Plan details. This is what I have here. Plan details, dates, visuals, scents, looks, photography, descriptions. Plan it all out. We already had, Patricia put up a video the other day. And if you guys are not following the Startup Learning Center, please go follow the Startup Learning Center. She has gems that she posts all the time that is useful for business owners because it's the actual thing that you need to be doing, period, right? You have all the information that you need. You have all the information you need to set up. You have all the information as an established business of what to expect, what to be doing, what to be filing, what you have all of that information. Utilize the information that you get so that you don't have to be stuck, right? So she said, right now, you should be getting ready for your full winter season. You should be getting ready. You should be gearing up right now for Black Friday. You should be gearing up for what your Black Friday specials and things like that, what your offerings are going to be for Black Friday. You should be getting ready for that now. Even if you're not selling it, you don't have to, it does not have to be on your website, but you can be planning this out. So behind the scenes, you're planning out your Black Friday deals, you're planning out your inventory, you're stocking up behind the scenes. People don't need to know the crazy that's going on in front, right? On the back end, you're getting your inventory, you're getting your fragrance oils, you're getting your all the stuff you need, you're planning out your rollout. You know how you're gonna speak to people, you know what your descriptions are, you know what your products are, maybe you're drawing them out, maybe you need to see what that looks like. You are scheduling things, you're getting that thing together. You are ready to roll it out. If I gave this paper to somebody and told them, go ahead and teach this class for me, they would be able to follow everything that I said here and explain it to you thoroughly. Why? Because I planned it all out. I wrote everything out. I knew exactly what I was trying to say. I know what my points are. All of it is here. So if, like Patricia, she has staff now. So if Patricia gives out her instructions to her staff, they'll exactly know what they need to do, because now she planned it out. They know what to do. They know what jars, they know what color, they know how many drops, they know how much fragrance, they know what time to pour, what temperature to pour, what wicks to use, how to label, how to clean the jars, they know how to do everything, the standard with SOPs, right? So they already have that. They already know what to do. So that is what you need to do so that you can stay on track for yourself. You are making this, you could be everybody doesn't have a staff. Everybody doesn't work with more than one person, right? So if you do, this is your plan for yourself. This is your schedule. This is how you need to maintain your schedule, right? So you can stay on task for all the things that need to be done. Well, I know I need to order inventory by this time. I need to have this by this time. I need to start taking pictures this date. I need my pictures to be done this date. I need my banners to be done at this date. I know I need to post 3 times a day. Like, you have that whole schedule ready to roll out. All you have to do, you don't have to come up and think about, oh, I got a block. I don't know what to do. I don't know what I don't know what direction I'm going in. You don't have to. It's already there. This is it. This is what you do. You know when you're doing it. You know your time deadlines. That's it. Boom. You know how to follow it. Okay, I know I need to make 50 soaps a day until October 1st. All right, 50 soaps a day to October 1st. I know that I got that on the schedule. Okay, I did that. All right, I need to do body oils. Okay, I need to have that many body oils a day so that I could be ready for Black Friday. Okay, I got that. Let me store that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta put your plan in action. You write it out and then put it in action. Sorry, write it out, put it in action. That way it's easy for you to follow. That way you don't like, what am I doing? What am I doing? It's easy for you to get off track when you don't know what you're doing. It's easy when you don't have a schedule. It's easy for you to get off track, right? Because there is no real plan. You just doing things the way you feel like doing them. So there's no real plan. Or you're going to sit there and you're going to be having sleepless nights because you're doing all-nighters to try to keep up with the demand or keep up with what you wanted to roll out, when you can relax about it. I mean, it's not going to be anything too relaxing, but you'll be able to plan it all out and you can see everything, and then you're moving in a direction and you're moving on your scheduled timeline. Does that make sense, everybody? Put a 1 in the chat if that makes sense. Put a 1 in the chat. It's not coming up. Yes. ORG. Doesn't matter if you have staff, though. If you want a $6 to $7 to $8 million brand, you need to write down those SOPs. That's right. That's right. And it's always something to do. That's right. Operate like a big brand. Right. If you already have the mindset that you are a big brand, when that already comes, you are ready. You don't talk yourself out of that position. You are ready because you already been operating as a big brand. You've already been operating as a millionaire. You have already been doing the things that you already created, that pattern, that work ethic that is going to take you to the next level, right? You created that. Let me see. Yes. Even if it's just you right now, because a lot of us have a problem, and I speak for myself. Sometimes you're thinking small, right? And you're not thinking on the big. You can't see the bigger picture because you ain't there yet. But if you start operating like you're on the bigger picture, like you're there at that next level. When you are at that next level, you know exactly what you're doing. You're not overwhelmed. You're not like, I don't know what I'm going to do. You know what I'm saying? You know, because you're already there. You already have that feeling. You already know, I'm not going to be stressed out about this. I may be a little bit stressed because it's a lot of stuff, but I already know what I need to do. Right? I know what I need to do in order for it to get done. So planning, scheduling out your stuff. And like I said, Patricia said, you should already be on full. And I'm not saying that you cannot sell summer now, because you still can sell summer. I'm selling summer all the way because I'm launching my House of Wax. I'm going to be selling summer all the way to the end of August. But right while I'm selling it and while I'm getting ready for that, I am still in the background getting my stuff together for what I'm doing for fall. Right? I'm in the background preparing myself for fall. So we're clear, you guys. Do we understand? And while we're doing that, while we're in the background, I'm just waiting for the ones. Are we clear? Are we good with the planning section? The planning section of this all. Operate as though you are already a big brand. That's right. That's right. That's right. And make sure you have your stuff on hand. If you know that you have a flyer that you send out to your customers with every order, wait till Vistaprint goes on sale. And when Vistaprint has that 50% off, that 60% off sale, stock up on those cards. Buy more than you're just a little bit. You know, so a lot of the times we have a small mindset and we thinking, you know, we buy a little bit, a little bit, a little bit, and it ends up costing more in the long run instead of purchasing a lot at the, you know what I'm saying? When you purchase a lot, it's actually cheaper. But you don't think about that because up front it costs more. So when you see those sales and you know it's something that is a standard thing for you, is a logo sticker or something like that, then when you see a sale or something, you stock up on those things because you're going to need them, right? You may have some custom cards you do for the holidays and things like that, but that's something different. Your standard cards, that's never going to change. Those, make sure you order a bunch of those, because if you should have a down season, if you should not sell the way you want to, should you not be making, so you know, because the economy is changing, right? So should you not be making that, you still have what you need on hand, and that's not something that got to come out of pocket, you know, in the middle of you not doing the numbers that you were expecting to do, or you know what I'm saying, on a downtime. You'll still have those things, right? That's just like your inventory, right? There's nothing like when you are making things and you have a slow month, that you have everything on hand, that's something that does not have to come out of the budget. That feels so good that you don't have to take that out of the budget when you have it already, right? When you have to, you like, oh man, I gotta order a ton of these jars. I gotta order, oh my gosh, I'm barely making it. But you know what I'm saying? Like my numbers are not right. I'm barely doing it. But if it feels so good when you have it and you could just go, 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 go. So when you have something that's standard, make sure you purchase plenty so that you will be able to do it on your downtime, on your uptime, when you busy, because there's another thing, running out of those things while you're busy. Now you got to figure out a substitute because you don't have it, you know? So it's nothing like being prepared and having things ready and having it on hand. That goes with preparing yourself, like being a big brand like that. All right, fall production starts now. Yes, I've been waiting to do this fall collection. I need to get my behind in gear. Yes, yes, yes. If I wanted to happen this year, yes, 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 and yes. All right. Okay, so we good. All right. So then the next thing I want you guys to do, and this also goes, Patricia, you like all up in my class today. Well, my live today. As Patricia was saying, Shopify is really good with giving you the data for your analytics, right? So you want to analyze your numbers, so you know what you have, you know what's coming in, you know what's going out, you know who's who, you know why they're buying, you know when they buy. You're paying attention to habits, right? You're paying attention to patterns. So you want to know these things. You also want to know when you start, before you start your launch. You want to record your social media numbers. You want to see where you're at, and then you want to see at the end, after you launch and everything is established, how many did you gain? Like you want to pay attention to that. So all your social medias, how much did you make on your last launch? How much do you want to make on this launch? How much did you make last year at this same time? Do you want to make the same? Do you want to make double? Do you want to make triple? Like how much do you want to make from those previous times? But you want to know what your numbers are so that you could see what those patterns were, so you could do the opposite, so you could do more of the things that worked for you when you did those things with that particular launch. Does everybody understand that? So you want to analyze your data. You want to pay attention to your numbers. You want to pay attention to your numbers, that's your finances, that's your followers, that's all of that. You want to pay attention to that. We understand. Everybody hit the like button like Corinne said. Yeah, 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 yeah. All right. So, and I also have, what do you want to make this time? How much do you have to sell? This is going back into what I was saying. And this is also going into what Patricia was saying. And you guys, she has the video. It's in the Honor Society. And she also has videos on her website as well, the Startup Learning Center. So this is not new. This is something that, she already has said, and she told you guys how to do things with the budgets and stuff like that. So, what do you want to make this time? How much you want to make, right? How much do you have to sell in order to make it? How many customers do you need? How many pop-up shops do you need to attend to? How many events do you need to be at? What do you need to do in order for you to get those numbers, right? Because you're not going to get those numbers posting on social media, period. I don't care what you say, what you do. You're not just going to get it posting on social media without doing none of the legwork, without doing any of the other work that needs to be done. It's not going to happen just by you posting. And especially if you're not even posting consistently, it's not happening. So you can't say you want to launch, you posted a couple of times, and then you're expecting like some huge returns, because that's not going to happen. You know what I'm saying? You got to kind of do the work. And I could say it's not a negative thing, like by me saying it's not going to happen. You have to do the work. The work has to happen. It has to happen. So if you need to roll out your stuff by scheduling and automating, then schedule and automate. I taught a class this Sunday. And with BCMC. And we were talking, we were off and, just talking, and Yaz was in the class. And so I was like, I was responding to my YouTube comments because my YouTube video was premiering. And so she was like, how's your YouTube video premiering and you're here with us? And she was like, oh, you automated it. I sure did. Automate those things that need to roll out on a certain time, so that you're not sitting there taking time out of what you already have to do in order to put those things up. You can be automating on your downtime. You could be automating on your making customer journeys. You could be automating on Planoly, Hootsuite, Canva, all those things. You can automate your content. Do that. Automate your content. And then, like Dana was saying when she was talking about TikTok, and when you are getting likes and comments and stuff like that, just make sure that you are responding. Make yourself available to respond, but you don't have to create that content every single time you want to put something up. So if I want to post 3 to 5 times a day, I need to know beforehand what I'm posting 3 to 5 times a day, so that when it's time to post or set it up, so when it's time for it to go out, it's going out. I did my emails last night. So I know that I'm sending you an email in the morning letting you guys know that, Coffee with Nikki, we got classes coming up. And then I got an email going out saying that, okay, 6:45, if you didn't sign up for the class yet, we about to start this class. You want to get in? You know what I'm saying? I know that I got that. Then I know I have another one saying we got one more class coming up this week. This is what's happening. I know that these are going out. I know when they're going out. So you do need to automate your messaging so that you can be more efficient doing other things. Does that make sense to you? Automate your messages so that you can be more efficient on the things that need to get done. If that is the production side, if that's the inventory side, if that's all those other things that you can't do while, all the things that while you're posting, it can happen automatically, and behind the scenes, you can still be doing the things that need to be done. You can still be creating more content. You can still be doing all this other stuff, but you want to make sure you're not doing it in prime, I won't say prime real estate, but at the prime time when you should be doing things where you can, be productive. Right? I follow Patricia. Yes, Patricia is everything. Patricia is my everything. Mine is scheduled. It allows me to be a free bird. That's right. And especially like when I went camping, I still had stuff going out, right? I didn't have to spend my time doing anything. I did while I was in the car while we were driving, because it was a ways away. I was editing videos and stuff like that, but I didn't necessarily have to, but I'm sitting in the car doing nothing. Why not? It was either that, listen to an audiobook, you know what I'm saying, write notes, plan my content. It was going to be something, but I was still able, I was not doing anything. So I was still able to do that and still have my stuff automated while I was having a good time camping with my family. Right? And don't necessarily feel the need that if you if you record something that you got to post it up right then, save it for later and use it later. You don't have to do it like immediately, you know? So if you have family time and you tape some stuff that was at family time, you don't have to stop having your family time so that you can post that stuff up. Save it or schedule that out and automate it, right? And then you can do it that way. Or you could just, you know, when you have time, come back to it and then let everybody know, hey, this is what happened this weekend, right? All right, so let's see. Yes, you can do that on Facebook. Yes, I wish Reels automatically post. Me too. Me too. Um, G, I don't know what that means. Patricia also has a supplies company, fragrance oils and wax. Yes. Since I changed my account to creator, I can't schedule posts using Canva. Yeah, but you can use in Hootsuite. You can use Planoly. You can use Later. I don't use Planoly or Later. I do use Hootsuite. I have some issues with my Hootsuite connected my personal YouTube instead of my business, but it's okay. But yeah, schedule those things out. So what else do I have here? Announcing it. You got to get people hyped up, right? So when you're getting people hyped up, you gotta figure out, you gotta be creative. How can I get these people hyped up? What is going to make my product launch or my business? What's going to make it different? What's going to get people amped up and excited? How am I going to get them, you know, bring them into my whole new thing that I'm doing, right? So how are you going to let people know? What are you going to do? What social media are you going to use? How many times a day you going to post? What kind of visuals are you going to do? Do you need to do your visuals ahead of time? Because you know, like maybe you rolling out a whole thing. Like my situation is about to be House of Wax. So I want it to be everything that has to do, you know, big gay, that's me, big gay fun house designers category is kind of thing, because that's who I am, right? That's that before I even became Bubble Babes University or Bubble Babes Bath Company, I was Nikki 26, and it's still Nikki, but I was a makeup artist, and they always used to think I was a boy, right? They always thought I was a boy in makeup, and I always on my tagline I was like a real girl in drag, because they always used to ask me, "Are you a boy? Are you a tranny? Are you a this? Are you that?" And they used to ask me that all the time, so I used to play on it just because they didn't know. You know what I mean? I would play on it because that's what they thought. So all of that is me. So I'm gonna roll it out the same way. I love drag shows. I love this. I have plenty of drag friends. You know what I'm saying? Like that's my thing. That's my lane. So that's what House of Wax is going to be. It's going to be all of that. So now I need to get people hyped up. I need and then everybody is just coming off the heels of Legendary, right? Everybody loves Legendary, and girl, I've been on into that beforehand, but you know, whatever. But you know, the houses and the balls and all of that is fun, right? And that's what I'm going to be rolling out. That's the look, right? So I'm thinking, okay, so now I need category is, I need collections, I need this, I need it to look like that, I need to have, this is my language, this is how I need to speak. So amp them up on what's going on. And if I could get Deshaun to even look at or say something about, if I could tag him, House of Basquiat, all of that, if I could do something like that, not if I can, because I can and I will, but yeah, I'm just going to hype it up like that. I'm going to be tagging them because yeah, it's about the scene, but I'm promoting my new launch that I got coming up, and perhaps you might like it. Perhaps you might want to use it for your dressing room or whatever, right? So that's what I know I'm going to do. So I'm going to hype people up about it because everybody's into that culture right now. So how can you hype people up about what you got coming up? So what is it that you're doing that's going to be able to hype them up? So you want to make sure that you're thinking about your visuals, and you want to make it different, your emails, your language, how you're speaking to them, your text, your promos, how they're signing up, that customer journey. Did you create a customer journey for that particular launch? You know, you want to be able to speak to them and just keep them excited and engaged, right? So that's how you want to roll it out. That's how you want to announce it, right? So your promo too, I have in the side, and I said this, how often do you want to post? What's your visuals? What platforms are you going to use? If Yvonne has in her planner, a social media planner for like your launches and stuff like that. She even have a collection launch and all. She has all of that in her planner, right? So you can plan out the content on this planner, and then just that way, okay, so this is how it's going to look in the grid. On a digital planner, you're able to actually put that post into those little boxes, but on the one that you write, you're kind of going to have to write out what it is. But you can, if you use the digital one, you can kind of see what it looks like on your grid, so see if it's visually appeasing, appealing. If it's something that you want it to look like, maybe you need to change some things, maybe the colors are off, maybe the branding is off, maybe you don't see something, so then you're able to say, I'm going to change it a little bit so that you'll be able to come across the way you want to, instead of them figuring it out for themselves. Because like I said before, they will definitely figure out what your brand is, or they will definitely figure out what they think it is. They'll interpret it the way they want to, as opposed to what you want it to be. So you want to make sure that what you want it to be is coming across. Yeah, I need to figure that out. Yep. How to roll it out. Okay, so then I have new traffic. How are you going to get new people? How are you going to recycle your people, right? Because you can't, like I was saying earlier, you can't have the same people purchasing. You can't keep going on sale and the same people are going to keep buying. You can't keep offering these things. The same people going to be like, I already got it. You know what I mean? You need to figure out how you're going to get new customers in. So how could you get new customers in? Go to Facebook groups, see where people like the kind of things that you do. Go in there and just talk without selling yourself, right? Just see what they're doing. Make friends and things like that. Become acquainted with them. Good morning, Brianna. Be acquainted with them. And, maybe if somebody asks about a certain thing, maybe be like the expert. Maybe if they ask about, does anybody know where you get real good candles for about $10 and under? Don't promote yourself. Just say somewhere else. Like, you know what I'm saying? Oh, Target has this candle, blah, 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 whatever, right? But just establish yourself as somebody who engages with everybody in the group, so that when it is time for you to start taking people off the platform and moving them over to your website or to wherever you are, your social media, that they kind of already establish a rapport with you. Does that make sense for you? So let me know in the chat. Put a one in the chat if that makes sense. So for new traffic, you want people to share. You want them to share what they like about you. You maybe want them to share your post, so that, and tell them to tag 3 friends, something like that. Maybe you want testimonials. You want them to leave reviews and stuff like that. Maybe they have before and afters at work, and you want to do that. People want to see that type of stuff because they love that, because they know that your products works. That gives you some validity, right? Join groups, do collabs. I have a collab coming up with DC. We're going to do something, and that's going to work hand in hand with my House of Wax, which wasn't even an idea when I asked her if we, I wanted to do this whole thing. That wasn't even an idea, right? I just was like, oh, we could do something in collab. Nobody's done it before. And I'm just thinking, like, I didn't see anything like this. But now I'm like, wait, I could use that, because that'll be, that is something I could use for my House of Wax. And we're about to come up with this whole wax collaboration. That's going to, you know what I'm saying? Like, that kind of worked out. That goes with me. When you start thinking of solutions, then new things start coming to you. So that's how that whole situation is happening. But you may want to do some collaborations with somebody. Maybe somebody is doing something. Maybe you want to do a collaboration box. Maybe you want to, maybe they have something, you have something, and then y'all do something together, right? Influencer marketing. Are you going to have people who can talk about your product that's going to bring new people over? Are you going to send out promo boxes? And if you are sending out promo boxes, how soon before your launch are you sending out these promo boxes? A lot of you guys are not sending promo boxes. A lot of you guys, I'm speaking about myself, are not sending out promo boxes when they should be sent out. They should be getting the people should be getting their promo boxes before you even launch your product, because if they do speak about it after you launch it, at least it's closer to the date when you launch it, or you know what I'm saying, on the day of, at least it's closest to that, and that it's not sitting there and then they wait until you like probably onto your next one. Because if you're using influencers, sometimes if they have a lot of companies interested in them, they have plenty of boxes and plenty of stuff that they did not open. I know. You seen my friend Dana, she said you got plenty of stuff that you did not open. They send you stuff all the time and they expect you to do it on a certain deadline. And if you don't feel like doing a video, or if you are maybe traveling or whatever the case may be, whereas you weren't able to create this video for somebody and there's no money behind it, there's no reason for them to do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you didn't give me any incentive. You're not paying me to do this video. I'm just basically doing it for free just so I can help you sell things. There's no urgency in that, right? So you want to make sure that you have enough time, so if they do put you on the back burner for a second, they will remember to put you up there. Like, you can send a message like, hey, just checking in, I wanted to know, have you had a chance to try the product yet, da 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 da. And then that gives you time, you know what I'm saying, that gives you time to communicate with them and then create a rapport with you, so that you guys can they could be like, oh, okay, your launch is this day. Oh, okay, let me get this. I'll get that video up by that time. You know what I'm saying? Let me see. What is a promo box? A promo box is, if it's not even just a box, it's a box of things that you send to an influencer, that you send to a magazine, that you send to somewhere for them to talk about your product. You leave them a note. It's just basically for them to talk about it so that you can get, response from their the people that watch them, or like products like what you have. I'm thinking samples of what you are about to launch. Yes, that's what it is. Or drop that knowledge, Nikki. Love it. Hey, if you have, let's say I'm releasing a certain scent, right? And it doesn't have to be full size. You don't have to send them the actual full size anything. I would suggest not sending samples, because if they're doing a video, you want it to look amazing. I know my friend Chi Chi at Juvia's Place, she sends out beautiful promo boxes. These are custom boxes, custom situations on the inside, and then she'll send all of the items in it. Everybody doesn't have that budget, right? So if that's not your budget, then think of ways where you can make your aesthetic fit with that, and it still looks beautiful, so that when they do unbox or when they do use it, everything still looks beautiful and on brand. Does that make sense? Thank you so much. Promo boxes are boxes of products that you send to influencers to promote your brand. Yes. And sometimes some of them don't unbox it, where it's like, it has to be a whole beautiful gift box. Some of them just take it right out of a box, which is fine too. But if you have a whole collection and a collection is in a box, you may want to send that to the influencer so that people can see what they're going to get. Right. So I have, yep, influencer marketing, promo packs, blogs, etc. All right, so this is one of the final things. Roll out final products to everyone. That's the media. That's how you're going to roll it out. Through the media. And by media, I mean your social media. If you're going to create ads, what is your ads looking like? Who are you targeting? You know what I'm saying? Like, where are you going? What groups are you going in? There's some places where you can advertise for free. I know there's a place called Black Coalition on Facebook. On Mondays, they do free promo. You can put your stuff up there. Like, you can find places that are doing promo. There's a lot of pages on like social media that do promo shout outs, and it's like $25 or whatever. If that is beneficial for you, then use those type of things. But know what you're going to do, know how you're going to roll it out, know how you're getting the word out about your product. Your word is not going to get out just based on you putting it out on social media. That's not going to happen. You have to do more work than that. You have to put your brain to work and think, what could I use? Right now, you may not have the budget to do a whole spend a whole bunch of money on ads. You may not have the money to have somebody to manage your social media feed. You may not have that. So how can you utilize your free? Right? You can utilize your free by being yourself. You can utilize your free by collaborating with other people. You could utilize your free by sending it to bloggers, right? For them to do influencer marketing. You could use your free by finding out what pages that you can go to and engage with people so that they can follow you on social media. You can do that where, you know, you can advertise on certain pages for free. You can do that. So how are you going to roll that out? How's your rollout looking, right? What are the things that you can do to add to your rollout that's going to make your launch or your product or your business pop, right? And so you want to also have a customer journey, right? um Perhaps you're telling that perhaps you have a sign up, right, for the new collection. You want updates on the new collection, da 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 da. Perhaps you have a sign up about that, right? So you have people sending their email in. So what do they get by giving you their email? People don't just want to give you your email. They want to know, I always say, what's in it for them, right? So they want to know what they're going to get. What are they going to get when they give you their email? What are they going to get when they give you their phone number? So now you got to think, what could you do? So that could look like exclusive previews, right? So the people who signed up early, they get to preview the products early. Maybe you sending them a freebie. Maybe you are giving them a VIP code. Maybe they're getting, you know, maybe they're getting something that is not going to be offered to the public when you actually launch it. Maybe they got an exclusive product just specifically for the VIP. You know, people who have a fear of missing out, right? They have FOMO. And so you want people to know that, and then you want to present some urgency. So it's like, I only have X amount, or it's only until this time, or it's only to that. And then when you mean it, when you cut it off, you cut it off, and you got to mean it. You can't cut it off and then add more and then add more and then add more, because then people are like, well, I'm just going to wait till she add more. Right? So you got to mean, if you saying this is how many I'm doing, that's how many you're doing. That's it, period. And so that's what happened. What you're going to do when you ask them for their email or their telephone number, what do you plan on doing? And make sure whatever that experience is, it feels very exclusive. They feel very included. They feel very like, this is us and that's them kind of thing. You want that experience to be amazing, because you want, whenever you do another launch or whenever you're releasing something different, you want to make sure that they're always like, oh, I got to sign up for that because, you know, last time they did blah, 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 blah. You're turning these people into free advocates, right? Last time they did A, B, and C, and I'm so excited. I can't wait to see what they're going to do with this one. You know what I'm saying? So you want to make sure you're thinking about, what can I offer? What makes it exclusive? What, you know, and you don't have to do nothing crazy. It doesn't have to be anything expensive. Maybe you have some containers or jars or something that you're not using. And we were talking about this last night with yesterday with Yaz. You have some containers that you're not using. Maybe you could use those as your freebies. Or not your freebies, or your exclusive product, right? I'll give you could get this candle for 50% off, or, you know, and it's not really 50% off, but you know what I'm saying. But you're doing something like that, right? Or this exclusive jar, you'll be able to get this. We're not going to have any more of these, and it could be regular price, right? But there goes the exclusive, is it to make it exclusive, right? We are not going to get these jars in again. We're not going to do candles in these jars. These jars are beautiful. They're matte on the outside. Inside they're dusted with rose gold foil or blah, 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 blah. You know, make it sound amazing, right? And that's what you offer. So they know that next time, oh, I can't wait to see what she's going to offer with the next one. You create that kind of experience for them, right? And then lastly, you want to figure out, how are you thanking these people? So you don't want to get them all excited and drop off, right? You want to get them excited, and you want to make sure, because it's going to be your pre-launch, your launch, and your after launch, right? So, or your post launch. So you want to make sure you following up, right? This is the date. This is the tonight is the night, right? You don't just leave them hanging, right? You have to say, if I had a good time, and this is part of your romancing your customers, if I had a good time, I'm not going to say, all right, well, that's the it for me, unless I just was looking for a one night stand, right? If I was looking for a one night stand, and I'm be like, okay, that's it for me. But if I really enjoyed it and I really want this to happen again, then I'm going to be like, oh, I need to follow up and see, you know, how this person is doing. Let them know they on my mind. Let them know I'm thinking about them. Let them know that we should go out on another date. Maybe we should do this again. I can't wait to see you. I'm buttering you up, right? So maybe I need to do that because I want this to happen again. And I leave it open for us to have this again, right? So I'm saying, I'm thanking you, whatever, or, you know, not even thanking, because then that sounds a little crazy. But you know what I'm saying? As far as a customer, you want to thank them. You don't just want to just leave them hanging. You want to make sure you let them know, I truly appreciate it. You are a value customer. So the next time you want to purchase from us, then perhaps you'll give them a discount code or something. Or maybe if you bring a friend in next time, we'll give you a percentage off on your order. Or maybe we could even offer you affiliate codes if you really like. If you see somebody as a VIP and they purchase from you a lot, then maybe you want to offer them an affiliate code or something like that, where you're giving them a portion. You could pay them. You can give them discounts, however you want to work that. And then you can make them kind of like work for you, like what it is called. Is it SMS? No, not SMS. The marketing thing, when they have like not a pyramid, but when you what do you call it? Multi-level marketing, MLS. That kind of thing. You can do something like that with your customers, and you can have them become advocates for you, and they're promoting your product without you even doing anything. I have people doing that without me. I don't have to say anything. They just, whenever they feel like doing it because they want to make a little extra money, they'll talk about it, or you know what I'm saying, like that. And then I'll have this program, and it'll tell me when it's time to pay people out, and then I'll just pay them out. And that's that. And then, but those are orders that are coming in that I don't have anything to do with, that I don't even have any influence on those type of people, because those are not my you know what I'm saying? They don't follow me. I don't follow them. I'm not targeting them, but perhaps, the influencer is. So that's also a thing that you can do. So does everybody understand what I was saying? Does anybody have any questions? Any points? MLM, yes. Does anybody have any point of views that they would like to get across, or anything? Just anything. The floor is open. Does anybody have anything to say? How do you feel about, that's what I was, okay, so how do you feel about ambassador programs to get more user generated content? I think they're great. I think they're great. I think you should. I think you should, and think of good incentives, because you want people to do it. You don't want them to feel obligated to do something, but you want them to also benefit, right? So think of ways that it will be beneficial to them. Free products you can't turn somebody on with free products. You can't. It may work for a little while, but it ain't gonna work forever, and it's gonna only work for people who are they're on the come up. It's not gonna work for people who are already established. They're gonna be like, yeah, we've been there, done that. I don't do things for free products. I don't do things for promotion. I don't do things for publicity, that kind of thing. They will say that, because I am that person. I already know that. Somebody tells me, oh, it's for recognition or whatever, I'll be like, please. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, if you're not paying me, no, absolutely not. I'm not doing it. But it goes with the game. Like micro influencers, they're building their brand, and they're hustling to become to that next level. So if somebody who is a bigger company offered them something, they will do it for free. But then when they see that they have a lot of influence, and a lot of people are buying their stuff, now you have some kind of leverage, right? You have leverage to say, well, I know that when I speak about your products, that I know at least 100 people are tagging me about, saying I tried this product. So if at least these people are tagging me, how much money are you actually making when these people are coming into you and I'm making nothing? So now you have some kind of leverage. But if you get the micro influencer on the ground floor when they're on the rise, then they're able to grow with you, and you're able to grow with them as well, right? So you want to pay attention to that as well. So don't just think of big people, because big people are looking for big money. You could, and you may just have a connection with somebody. Use your connections. Use your connections. I say this all the time. A lot of people overlook their connections. Use your connections as leverage. And use your connections as leverage. And then don't overlook the micro influencers. Don't overlook people who have a certain amount of followers. Look at the engagement. See how many people are engaging with them. They may have a lower amount of followers, but they may have massive engagement, right? That their people are actually listening to them and talking with them and engaging with them. You look at bigger people and you like, oh, you got a million or so followers and barely anybody is communicating with you. That's because there's a lack of engagement. Right? There's a lack of engagement either. And also they're not engaging with the people either. So a lot of the times when you are talking to a big person, celebrity, influencer, or whatever, and they don't respond back to you, you're like, okay, well, whatever. Why am I even making a comment if you're never going to respond? right? And so I think that may be why, that may be the cause of the lack of engagement, because people know that you're not going to respond. And a lot of the times when they're responding to the video, and the people in the comment section are responding to them or reacting or whatever, and it ends up becoming conversations between the people that follow them and not the influencer itself. You know what I'm saying? So you want to be mindful of that too. So don't just look at the bigger people, look at the smaller people and look at their engagement and see how engaging they are. Are they interacting with their people? Are they doing this? Are the people asking them questions? Are they looking for the influencer to give them information and direction and all that other stuff? If that's what they're looking for when they're watching them, then that's who you want to get. Not somebody who's bigger, who has more people on their thing, but lack of engagement, because you're not going to get the results you want. I've done things with bigger influencers and I did things with micro influencers, and I can tell you that my results are better with micro influencers. So how does everybody feel about today's live chat? How's everybody feel about that this morning? My coffee is cold. I had a whole lot to say this morning, but my coffee is cold now. That's good to know. Yes, it's the micro influencers, because I think people overlook them because their numbers are not high. You know what I'm saying? Like, they look at the followers and they don't look at the engagement, and so they get overlooked plenty of the times. And a lot of the times those are the people you want, because they are so enthusiastic, like they're ready, they cranking out the content, you know what I'm saying? And even if they don't turn over the way you think they should, or what you expect from somebody bigger, even if they don't, that's content that you could use. That's information that you guys could use for each other. You could be promoting them, they could be promoting you, people could be sharing that video, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's content still. That's still content. I've tried to have someone do my promo, and she never advertised my product. Used it and loved it, but never advertised. So beware. And that's a risk that you take when you sending out your products. If they even do a video on your stuff, they may use it behind closed doors, but they may never say anything to anybody on social media. I sent someone something. I'm going to reach out to see if she received it and what the next steps will be. Yep. Have a plan, have a list. Who you sending things to. Make sure you recording their social media to see if they're talking about you. Make sure you tell them how to tag you, where to find you, all that information, the information you want them to have. Make sure that you put that in the note. That, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you share it with your friends, not if you share it, when you share it with your friends, remember the way we say things. When you share it with your friends, please tag me at blah, 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 blah. Use this hashtag. We really appreciate it and can't wait to see your reaction or your feedback, or, you know what I'm saying? Like, engage like that. And you tell them directly what you want. Don't say, I'm sending, hopefully you'll, no. I'm sending it to you. When you try it, let me know, tag me, share with your followers, that kind of thing, and tell them where to go. Tell them if they got a code. Tell them if they, all that information. Make sure that you give that to them, and that they're not guessing. Because if they're guessing, it confuse them. You what? We did this. You confuse them, you lose them, right? So, let's see. This has been great. Awesome as usual. Hey, thank you, Jasmine. This is great. I'm going to have to look at it again and write my notes. Yes. I'm a little under the weather, but pumped and ready to go. That's right. This is the time. You under the weather right now. And this is the time for you could plan, lay down, listen to things, get yourself in order, so that when you are feeling 100%, you are ready to go. You got your plan of action and you start executing. Right? Yeah, I said you went in. Hey, Corinne, it was fire. Thank you. I do the same thing. Thank you. Now, tonight, we're supposed to have manifestation Mondays. Well, we may or may not, because I know that Malaysia is going through, she has to go to do some stuff. I don't even know how I'm gonna word it, but I know she's going through something, and she's going to be on vacation for a little while. And so I'm not sure if we're going to go ahead and go through with it, because I know she's got to prepare, and you know how Malaysia needs to be in her perfect mindset so that everything can go smoothly, and that's what we need. So make sure, just stay tuned. It may or it may not, but it may be a thing. Hey, Nicole. Hey, Nicole, when you review it, tag me and share with your followers. Yes, yes, yes. Screenshot for your notes, y'all. That's right. Come on, Yazzie Faye. Come on, Yazzie Faye. So, yeah, so we may have it. Even if we don't, tomorrow's class is the cricket sticker class with Marta Nikki. So, if you want to take it, you are able to take it. If you are a part of the Honor Society, the link and information is in your email. It came through last night, and it'll also be again coming through today and tomorrow, I think. And you'll be able to have the link. If you don't have a Cricut, or if you do have a Cricut and you're not doing it at the same time, but you want to sit on a class, you still can. It's a free class. You'll be able to utilize it to make stickers, custom stickers for your brand, stickers for anything, labels. You'll be able to use it for that. Also on Thursday, we'll have DC in the house from Charisma's Candle Bakery, or I think she changed it to Candle Baking with Charisma. And she is going to have her class on Thursday, and we are going to be making scoopable wax. So you guys, all you need for scoopable wax is vegetable oil, and you can get the cheap vegetable oil from the store, and a soft wax. So she said it works with any soft wax. So if you already have wax at your house, you don't have to go out and purchase anything if you have it, right? So you could use, I think she said coconut wax, you could use 464, you could use 444, you can use any of those soft container waxes to do this, and fragrance oils and stuff like that. But all of the supplies lists are going to be in the class. So and I want you guys to tell me, when you go to the Honor Society, I have put it up because I was making changes, right? So I put it up in the Honor Society where you can see the free classes at the bottom, so you can take them when you want them. Tell me if that works out, and if that works out better for you, because before you had to find the classes, but right now they're at the bottom, and you're able to see whatever class. If you want to retake a class, or you want to do refresh on something, it's all right there. So let me know if it's better for you. Also, I put the notes in from Romancing Your Customers. That's there. You can download that. And I will put the dating, and not the dating, finding your date. I'm going to put that in there. And then I will also put this in there as well for your notes, just in case you want to, come back, look at it, highlight something. It'll all be there. I need dye. Go to Hobby Lobby, get you some dye. Or you can order from Candlewick. It'll come next day. So Thursday is the class. And that is that. If you're not part of the Honor Society, go ahead and join. If you're not ready to join, don't worry about it. Sign up for the email list. Hopefully, I still have that pop up there, because I'm moving things around. And I don't know if I have that pop up there, but I gotta put it there. I have to figure that out. But yeah. The pop-up will be there. Sign up if you're ready. If not, then put your email. And when you are ready, you can join us over there. And yeah, that's it, you guys. I will be flooding your stories, because that's what I do. And oh, she rough back there. I need to rewatch this and take notes. Too many gems. Thank you, Yolanda. Thank you, thank you, thank you. But candle blocks work. Liquid dye works. Yeah, you could use any of it. Romancing Your Customers in the Honor Society. Yes, yes, yes. And if Nicole is still in here, Nicole, I expect you to be in class on Tuesday so you could use your Cricut. Have a blessed day, everyone. Have a blessed day, Tanya. All right, you guys. I will see you guys. If you have any questions, you want to send me a message, feel free to DM me. I do respond to my DMs, at least for right now anyway. You still have access to me, at least for now. And that's it, you guys. Have a wonderful day. Be productive. If you are at work, smile, think good things, good energy, good vibes as much as you can. And that's it, y'all. I'll talk to y'all later. I'll see you. I maybe see you tonight, but if I don't, I'll see you in the morning. All right. See you guys.